iPhone 13.
Okay, I mean, so just sorry. I'm
That is
I'm
okay. I've got two
terrible doing these
questions.
pics. I'm sorry. So just in the
I've got
meantime,
two
I
questions lined up
reached
for you.
another incredible place of Rome that is just around the corner because the one right in front of me is Campo dei Fiori, where we started basically. But if you go
Yes.
straight from Campo dei Fiori, you have Palazzo Farnese, Piazza Farnese, and Palazzo Farnese, that is one of the most beautiful palaces in the city of Rome, and today is the embassy of France. Look what they did here. There is an installation of contemporary art made by the artist called JC. It's something that will be here just for a few months. Is I think is beautiful because it's like the palace is getting stretched and you can see the inside with works of art with everything. It's something that this artist already made once in Florence at Palazzo Strozzi, but it's been so successful that they did it also here. uh, Eli, finally we are connected. So when I lost the line, you were making me a question. Can you repeat that because
Yes,
I
I have
was not able
two
to?
questions for you. So the first one was, how can you tell the difference between an authentic restaurant and a tourist trap restaurant?
That is a good question. You have to look the dishes of the people before to sit. That is the way I'm doing because the food when it's good you see it with your eyes. At least I am able to see it to understand just looking at it. You see when is a frozen pizza or an authentic pizza cooked in the oven, in the wooden oven in the city of Rome, that is the best. Also, just is not always a sure things, but before to sit, check on TripAdvisor what the people wrote and check the pictures of the food. Then, of course, if you want suggestion about restaurants in Rome, ask us that because we know which are the best places.
Yeah, somebody gave me a tip that if you can see a major tourist attraction like the Colosseum or the Duomo in Florence, keep walking.
What
Find
you said,
something.
if you want to see the major attraction,
Yep, absolutely.
no, I'm sorry, I did not understand. Sorry.
Oh, somebody told me when I was in Italy last time that if you could sit at a restaurant and fully see an attraction, to not eat there.
Okay. Oh
If it,
yes, that's right. But it's not completely true here in Rome, because in Campo de Fiori, for instance, there are some of these restaurants that are good, especially one of that is the place where I'm always going when I'm around this area. Of course, if you are in Piazza Navona or places like these, if you want to have a proper meal, I think that it's better to choose a restaurant that is in a tiny, narrow street, not so far from there. But avoid the restaurants in the square because they are good if you want to have a drink looking at the attractions, the major attractions, but to eat is not the best. They will charge you a lot of money and they will charge you a lot of money and the food will be terrible. Just 1 second because I want to say hi to my old friend Stelvio. We didn't see each other for a long time. So I
oh,
call you.
buongiorno.
Eh, I'm live. Sono in diretta con l'America. Is a friend of mine from the university. We studied together at the university, even, even if we have a big distance in age, but we studied together. So it was
So
nice to see him that is living around here.
I have another question in here,
Tell me.
and I've got one to ask you, a quick one. The quick one is the Piazza Farnese, is that named after like the Farnese family, like Pope Paul III's sister Julia Farnese? Is that family? Is that who it's named after?
Of course, the palace was created for the Alessandro Farnese, that was a cardinal that later became Pope Paul III. That is the same one that commissioned to Michelangelo the fresco "The Last Judgment" in the Sistine Chapel. This Pope had an incredible career also because he was a close friend of the son of the Pope Alexander VI of the family Borgia. He was a friend of Cesare Borgia, and also he had a sister that was Giulia Farnese that helped him in this escalation of power in Rome because she was a beautiful woman and he used the beauty of this sister to make an incredible career, and then he became a pope, one of the most incredible popes of our history.
Absolutely. And I mean, she also married into a very popular family at that time, the Orsini family, too.
Of course, that was a period of time where the popes used to have also kids. So
Yes.
even if no, a pope is always a Catholic priest, so they should not have a relationship with women. But at the time was not such a rule. They
Oh,
had
yeah.
also kids, but
Pope Alexander the Sixth, he had a bunch because you had like Cesare, Lucrezia,
of
God, what was
course,
his
they had
yeah,
he had a lot of them. Yes, five, five kids. So Lucrezia Borgia then has been one of the most famous women in the Renaissance. But remember, the family Borgia was not Italian,
there's
but
Spanish.
was Spanish, of course, because Rodrigo de Borge is the real last name. Then in the Italian way, Borgia was a cardinal from the city of Valencia. But it's very interesting to understand when the Pope Alexander VI became Pope. When he became Pope, it was a special year of our history, the 1492. What happened that year that is very important for the history of the humankind, let's say, and Europe in particular.
Oh,
Of course,
absolutely.
Columbus discovered the America, and who paid for the trip made by Columbus? The Spanish kings, Isabella
See,
and Ferdinando. And just to understand how powerful and influent was Spain in that year, just 3 months before Columbus discovered the America, a Spanish pope was elected. And remember that the election of a pope is always a political choice. So that was everything connected. Sorry if I'm talking too much about history.
no, you are good. We got another question for you. So, we got a question about cruisers. So, if you have somebody who is stopping in Porta Civitavecchia, do you
Okay.
guys work with cruise passengers and have tours from the port area that you can help arrange so that they can get back in time to get back on the ship in the evening?
Of course, we can arrange a transportation, a private car or small van. It depends from the amount of people, and we can pick up the people from Civitavecchia and then come to Rome, making tours, and then go back on time for the departure of the ship. Is something that we are used to do in Rome. Civitavecchia will be like, if I'm not wrong, 45 minutes driving from the city center. It depends from the traffic, but more or less is that.
Okay, so
Zena, correct me if I'm wrong.
if you had somebody that wanted to set up a package like that, obviously since they're on a cruise, they're there for a limited time. What would
Of
you
course.
recommend
I
they
will
see on that
recommend
tour?
a combo tour. A combo tour means that is a tour that is combining different tours together. Like we are specialized because you know the almost all the time that the people are coming also with cruise ship. They are trying to see the most as possible in one day. And of course, the two major attractions of Rome are the Vatican Museum and Sistine Chapel and the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. So we have a combo tour to see both of them, and between a tour and the other, because the two places are in two different areas of the city, we fix also the transportation and the lunch
Oh,
all
that's
included.
fantastic. A little
Yeah,
take a little worry out of it. That's
so you
wonderful.
don't have to worry about anything else. Just you stay with your guys, you see the different things, and then you go back.
Oh, that is wonderful. Ah, that is great. Um, I'm gonna check Instagram for another question. So Davide, there's a statue in Campo de Fiore. I meant to have you talk about it. Can you tell everybody the history behind the statue?
Yes, because now you can see from my camera or not.
Yeah, I can see from your camera.
Okay. Just let me go back to Campo de Fiori because I came to Piazza Farnese. So there is a statue in the center. There is a statue in the center of Campo de Fiori. Very soon I'm going to show you again. That is about Giordano Bruno. Giordano Bruno has been a priest, a man of church of the 17th century that has been burned alive in this square. For this reason, we have the statue that was placed here centuries later. Why? Because he was considered an heretic, because he said something about the religion that was going against the establishment of that moment, even if with the time we understood that he was giving a good message, was not very bad, but that was the time of the incredible power of the church, where the enemies were executed like this, where we have the Inquisition and all that was a very dark period of the Catholic history in Rome, and with a distance of I think 4 centuries to remember about this man that died in a terrible way here, they created this statue. Can you see the statue in this
I
moment?
can see the statue.
Okay, you can see it. No, he is dressed like a monk. You can see he has the hat and he has a book, but he died in this place, and for this reason they erected this statue to commemorate this man.
That is wild. I have a picture because at nighttime, even from now, it can be very different in Campo de Fiore. There was a live musician on a violin right in front of that statue. I have a picture of it.
Ah, okay,
Beautiful live music
okay.
because you get live music over there. Oh my
Sometimes
gosh.
yes, sometimes yes. Now not at the moment, and I will show you why there is no one playing. Because look what they are doing here. They are fixing a stage because we are in the political campaign for the election of a new mayor of the city of Rome. So very soon they will making like a speech with a candidate to the as mayor of the city of Rome. That is not the much of that much fun, but
No,
we need a
no.
new mayor and a good one for the city of Rome. I want to show you just before to close our life. I want to show you something that is just around the corner because it's a very famous restaurant of the city that has a particular thing. Let's go there, just around the corner from Campo dei Fiori. You continue this way and you reach Via del Pellegrino. That means the road of the pilgrims, because during the past this was the road straight down here that was leading then to the Vatican. The pilgrims that were coming to Rome and reaching the Vatican, that was the spot where they have to go to pray and to visit the tomb of Saint Peter. Here there is a restaurant that already now that is still early to eat in Rome because what time is it? I think it will be 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't see
early.
it. Yeah, it's early, but it's early to eat here in Rome because we eat around 8:39. But this is full of people, and look over there. There are two people making fresh pasta right in front
Oh,
of everybody.
yay!
Can you see that?
I can see it. That is, I'll have to add that to my list for November.
Yes, and they are making this pasta, and then they will cook for you, and you will eat it immediately after that with the typical dishes of the Roman cuisine that are the carbonara, amatriciana, or gricia that are the typical dish of this city.
So, Davide, do you have to make reservations ahead of time to get dinner at most places in Italy right now? Zena Cacio e
I
Pepe is my
it's
favorite. Sorry.
it's always better. I think it's always better to make a reservation, even if in this moment we are not so full of people. But the good places are full anyway. So if you want to eat in a good place, it's always better to make a reservation in advance. Like if you want to go to two of my favorite restaurants, one is just around the corner here, and it's called the Emma Pizzeria. That is a place that I love, and if you've never been there, we will go there together when you're coming.
Yes.
Then you have to book it. Otherwise, in Trastevere, there is another place that is very good called Taverna Trilussa. These are places that, if you don't book it in advance, you will never find a table. So it's better because they are
Oh,
good, and they're places where also the Italians are going, not just the tourists.
okay. So Zena said Cacio e Pepe, and she said, it's
Cacio e pepe.
not
Yes,
so
I
easy.
forgot one of the dishes. Yes, cacio e pepe. That is
That's my favorite. And what I think a lot of people get confused with is when they have like cacio e pepe or carbonara here in the States, there's a lot of places here that'll use cream, and there's no cream in any of these sauces when you go to Italy.
no, no. I can die now. Cream is forbidden in these dishes. There is no cream in carbonara or cacio e pepe. No, there is in carbonara is egg, pecorino cheese, pepper, and guanciale. That is kind of a bacon. But that's it. No cream. And
Oh,
in cacio e pepe is pecorino, pepper, and pasta. That's it.
that
But
is, I went to this place here in the States that had cacio e pepe, and they're like, oh, it's so good. And I was like, and I tried it, and it was like soaked in olive oil, and just, I was just like, this is not cacio e
and
pepe.
no, no, because you know very well how a good cacio e pepe it is because you tried here different times. Yes, I know. I
So
know.
another neat thing that I think we tried talking about last time is I know there's another pizza place around here that I went to. Um Something that we're not used to here in the States is I saw a pizza with like potatoes on it.
Yes, that is typical of the pizzeria al taglio is called. That is are the places where you can stop by to buy a slice of pizza, not sitting on a table and eating around one, but the slice pizza that is not very thin like the pizza because there are different kind of pizzas. There is the Napolitan pizza that is very thick. With the border, no, that is very thick. But in Rome, the typical pizza is very thin. And the pizzeria al taglio is quite different. Usually, is they have a dog that is they are leaving to rest for at least 24 or 48 hours, and then they can fill with different things or put the things at the top. Like
Oh
in
my
this
gosh, can you
case,
stop here for a second? Because one of
yes,
my
I
friends is
will.
in here. You guys, if you have followed me and I talked about those like huge $5 sandwiches, there is porchetta. Can tell them what
Ciao,
porchetta
buonasera.
is? But I love this place right here.
Tell everybody what is this.
That is porchetta. What's inside porchetta?
Porchetta is pork with different aromatic plants cooked for hours on the oven, and it tastes like heaven. And this is the typical fried thing of Rome. It's called the suppli. It's like an Sicilian arancina, but it's different because then there is rice with tomato sauce, and in the center there is melted cheese that is very good. It's very typical of Rome, and usually the price is €1.
I
If
had one
it's
of those
expensive, it's
too.
€1.50. Yeah.
I had one of those too. Zana says Il Forno Davide.
Yes. Now we are. I was heading to a place to show you the pizza with potatoes because we are kings of the carbs here. So we mix
Absolutely.
carbs like this. So the potatoes on pizza is something that you can see. And now let me check in this place if they have it because I was sure that here they have it. Let me wear the mask just 1 second.
Yeah, that's where I think I got pizza once, was actually right here.
Ok, let me show you.
And they cut it with scissors too.
Buonasera. Posso solo far vedere un attimo la pizza qui al telefono? Is this one? Pizza
Yes.
with potatoes on it and rosemary. I know it's very plain, but it's very good. You have to try this when you come into Rome. Then this is what I'm talking about: the pizza in slices that we call the al taglio. But there is not a fixed portion. You decide how big is the one that you want, and then they will weight it. So based on the weight you will pay, but this is one of the best of the city. This is a company that is all around the city of Rome. It's called Alice Pizza, and is one of the best. Believe me, is one of the that we like to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let me take off the mask. So, and uh, let's go in this direction because I want to hand our conversation, our Q&A session from Campo de Fiori, but showing you how close we are to
Oh, Davide, we can't hear you. I lost your audio. Oh, I think we lost his audio. Oh, are you
you.
back? We're having a little connection problem. Actually, since it's frozen on this screen, what I want to point out to you guys is if you stay in this